Layla stood at the airport with her small suitcase. Around her, people moved quickly. Some were hugging their families. Some were rushing to their gates. Layla stood still, holding her passport tightly. She was leaving her home country for the first time. Her mother had hugged her earlier that morning. "Be strong, my daughter," she said. "Remember who you are. You are brave. You are smart. You will do great things." Layla had smiled, but her heart was heavy. She was only 20 years old, and she was going to a country where she didn't know anyone. She knew a little English, but not enough to feel comfortable. Her hands were shaking, but she took a deep breath and whispered to herself, "I can do this." When she arrived in the United States, everything felt different. The streets were wide, the buildings were tall. People spoke fast, and she could not understand most of what they said. She moved into a small apartment with a cousin she had never met before. The cousin was nice, but they were both shy. They didn't talk much at first. Layla missed her mother, her friends, her favorite foods, and the quiet evenings in her hometown. One day, she went to the grocery store alone. She needed eggs, bread, and tea. When she stood in front of the cashier, she didn't know what to say. The cashier smiled and asked, "Did you find everything okay?" Layla froze. Her mind went blank. She felt her face get hot. She only nodded and gave the money. As she left, she felt embarrassed. "I must learn," she told herself. "I don't want to be afraid of small things." A few days later, she discovered a small library near her apartment. It was quiet and filled with books. She liked the smell of paper and the way the sunlight came through the windows. There, she met an older woman named Mrs. Carter. She worked at the front desk and noticed Layla right away. "Hello, dear," Mrs. Carter said with a kind smile. "Are you new here?" Layla nodded. "Yes," she said softly. "I am learning English." Mrs. Carter's eyes lit up. "Then you've come to the perfect place. We have books for English learners, and we also have free classes." Layla's eyes widened. "Free classes?" "Yes, every Tuesday and Thursday. Would you like to come?" Layla smiled. It was the first real smile she had since arriving. "Yes, thank you." The English class was small. There were 6 students, a man from Mexico, a woman from Vietnam, 2 sisters from Somalia, an older man from Iran, and now Layla from Afghanistan. The teacher's name was Mr. Thomas. He was friendly, patient, and always encouraging. "Don't worry about mistakes," he often said. "Mistakes mean you're learning." At first, Lila was quiet. She listened more than she spoke. But slowly, she started to say a few sentences. She introduced herself. She talked about her home, her favorite food, her dream of becoming a teacher. The other students smiled and nodded. They understood her accent. They didn't laugh at her. The older woman became like a grandmother to her. They talked about books, about life, and sometimes about sadness and homesickness. "You're doing so well, Layla," Mrs. Carter told her one day. "You have something special in you." After 1 month of attending the English classes, Layla began to feel more confident. She still made mistakes, but she no longer felt ashamed. Instead, she laughed, learned, and tried again. One day, Mr. Thomas gave everyone a small challenge. "I want each of you to go out this week and talk to someone in English. Just one conversation. It can be short, but it must be real." Layla felt nervous. "What if I say something wrong?" she asked. Mr. Thomas smiled. "That's okay. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to be brave." That weekend, Layla went to a small cafe near the library. She stood in line, practicing in her head. When it was her turn, she smiled and said, "Hi, I would like a tea with honey, please." The woman at the counter nodded. "Sure, anything else?" Layla shook her head. "No, thank you." As she sat with her tea, her hands shook a little, but her heart felt light. She had done it. It was a small step, but it felt big to her. She took out her notebook and wrote, "I spoke English today. I am proud of myself." One quiet evening, Lila sat in the library writing a letter to her mother. She missed her family every day, but she also wanted them to know that she was growing stronger. Dear Mama, I miss your cooking and your voice. I miss our small kitchen and our late-night talks. But Mama, something is changing in me. I am not so afraid anymore. I go to English class twice a week. I speak to people in shops. I even made a friend at the library. I still cry sometimes, but I smile more too. I think you would be proud, love. You're Lila. Mrs. Carter saw the letter and said, she will be very proud of you, dear. Lila smiled and folded the paper gently. Thank you so much to everyone who subscribes and likes our channel. Your support means the world to me and helps me create more content for you all.